It is now my privilege to introduce the sponsors for tonight's dinner. The presenting sponsor, Bradenton Herald. Corporate sponsors, Folly Bryant Architects, Florida Power and Light, Hancock Bank, the Mosaic Company. Program sponsor, Bells Inc. Centerpiece sponsor, Manatee Fruit Company. Golden ticket sponsor, Suncoast Gems. And event sponsor, Turner Tree and Landscape. The Chamber's Platinum members are some of Manatee County's leading corporations who are concerned about the future of the county. Their participation sends a clear message that they have confidence in the important work that the Manatee Chamber carries out in the community. A special thank you to our 2013 Platinum members, Ottaway Ford, Bradenton Herald, Bright House Networks, Manatee Memorial Hospital, the Mosaic Company, NDC Construction Company, Pittsburgh Pirates Baseball Club, Bradenton Marauders, Sarasota Bradenton International Airport, Shannon Company, Turner Tree and Landscape, and Manatee County Government. Thank you for your ongoing support. Now there are two opportunities for you to take home something tonight really special. Besides the memory of John Horn's and Tom Sequin's Academy Award-winning speeches, you could show up at the office tomorrow with new jewelry. Surprise your boss with an 8 under par golf game, or start planning your hot air balloon ride over Tampa Bay. We have some fabulous silent auction items up for bid until 8 p.m. this evening. They're easy to find. You'll find them when you walk to the bar. And your 2013 Chairman Tom Sequin has given us a beautiful diamond and white gold pendant necklace that is our golden ticket raffle prize. If you haven't purchased your ticket, Tina, Jana, and Lindsay will be at your table during dinner. It makes a perfect Valentine's Day gift. Now, many of you know that the Chamber has been around the block a few times. But did you know that the actual origin of your chamber dates back to February of 1889, when the first meetings of the Board of Trade were held, making the organization 124 years old? The names for the chamber have evolved over the years, and 2014 will mark the 125th anniversary of our organization. When you begin to prepare for the milestone like this, you're naturally drawn to numbers. So your chamber staff has done a little research, focused on numbers, and what we found is some revealing statistics about the chamber and some tremendous impact we make. Please allow me to share this short video with you. Did you have any idea that your chamber has that kind of impact and reach thanks to your involvement and your investment? And we've just scratched the surface. The kind of impact that the chamber has been able to make because of the countless men and women who have embraced leadership opportunities. And for our long history means that we've had to endure a loss of leaders that have given so much to the chamber in our communities. Please join me in a moment of silence for two civic leaders and past chairman of the board who passed away this past year. Businessman C. Donald Miller, Jr., chairman of the chamber in 1980, and statesman in 1967, chairman Senator Ed H. Price, Jr. Thank you. Now I'd like to ask Sheriff Brad Stubbe to please come to the podium to give the invocation.
Good evening. So as Debbie and I were walking in, we had greeted a few people, and she said, "Did you see John Horn?" I said, "Yeah, he's got a tux on." She said, "No, you didn't see all of him." I said, "Apparently not, because he's got shorts on. But you look good, John." Would you all please pray with me? Dear Heavenly Father, we're grateful for this opportunity to fellowship with one another. Father, in spite of who we are and what we do, we are thankful for your everlasting love. Father, we pray for the leaders of our nation, our state, and our community, whether Republican, Democrat, or Independent, that each would work together to ensure that our country remains strong as one nation under God. As we gather here this evening to celebrate the 50th annual Chamber Dinner, Father, we are grateful for all the people and businesses throughout these years that have had the vision and commitment to invest and give to our community. Father, we ask for your gentle hand to guide and help guide the decisions of the Chamber staff and the Board of Directors as they continue to make Manatee County the best place to be in Florida. And now, Father, we ask for your blessing upon this food, for the nourishment of our bodies, and further service of you. In Jesus' glorious name, amen.
Please continue eating. I know some of you didn't get to eat as early as we did, so please continue eating. The food is excellent. Tommy and Jamie, awesome. Thank you very much. Everybody here at the Polo, outstanding job. Tommy is a former Small Business of the Year winner for the Manatee Chamber of Commerce. Thanks, Tommy, for everything you do in our community. I'm going to, as my last act, introduce elected officials. And as per every meeting I've been to before this year, I'm going to forget at least one. I don't think I've had one meeting yet where I got everybody. So I'm going to attempt to get everybody tonight. So if I do miss you, join the club. The silent auction is open until 8 p.m. Anybody know what time it is? 7:30. All right. Half an hour. Keep bidding on the silent auction. You won't offend me by getting up if you're increasing the sales tonight. Never stop a guy from ringing the cash register. All right. From the Manatee County Board of County Commissioners, Mr. Larry Bussell. John Chappie. Thanks for the expressway, by the way, John. I appreciate that. Carol Whitmore. FJM, baby. Michael Gallen. Betsy Banak. And Vanessa Baugh. Thank you guys very much. Vanessa, was it a long commute today? Or, did you get here on time? Right across the street? Good job. Our sheriff, as you saw earlier, Brad Stubbe. Nice to have you with us, sir. That was nice of you to notice that I dressed up tonight. I think it's important to dress for your mugshot. So, If you're going to be on gotcha, you should be wearing a tux. From the school board, Karen Carpenter and Bob Gauze. You guys have a busy month ahead of you. Good luck. Hey, I'm helping. I'm helping. Not much. Did I miss anyone? You're kidding. My last one and I got everybody? Sure. I'd also like to welcome chamber officials with us tonight from the Sarasota Chamber. Nick Gladding, there you are. Thank you very much, Nick. Steve Cuellar. Thanks for being here. And the immediate past chair, the position I cannot wait to jump into, Sean Merriman. Where are you, Sean? There you go. Thank you, Sean. You said I would enjoy the next position, correct? Thank you. Also, a past winner of the Small Business Awards for Manatee County. Kind of a reigning member, aren't you, Sean? This year? Thank you very much. Past chair. I'd like to introduce the past chairs. The first one, John Horn, immediate past chair. Woo! All right, I'll start from the other end. Mr. Bob Blaylock. Thank you very much. 1981. Bill Sedgman, 1983. Cliff Walters, 1991. You know, when I interview people at the restaurant, the first time you start seeing 1991 is their birth date. You're just like, really? Really? It's like, are you old enough to drink? From 1994, Mr. Bob Turner. Thank you, sir. 1996, the record maker, Mr. Ron Allen. Ron Allen caused me to wreck my car, and I'm still kind of pissed off about that. I love that car, Ron. I really did. And that lunch you bought me was nice. We're not even yet. From 2000, Mr. Byron Shin. Thank you, Byron. From 2003, Bob Beck. The guy that got me into this mess in 2005, Richie Piero. Thank you, Richie. John, you should join the chamber board. You do great, yeah. Thanks, buddy. 2008, my idol, John Rice. I try every day to live up to your standards, John. Or down to your standards, whichever one it is. 2009, Matt Caraway. Because on the 8th day, God made a farmer. Thanks, Mac. 2010, Matt Caraway. Chris Pennywell, the antithesis of a farmer. My second idol is not here tonight, and you guys have no idea how much that means to me. Last year's chair-elect, who I'm trying to emulate in every way possible by not attending any more meetings, Jim Vett has really set the bar for me. So if you guys don't see me next year, it's because Jim Vett was not here tonight. Just want you to know that. Before tonight's awards, I'd like to take a moment to recognize the Bradenton Herald. This is like a broken record, isn't it, Bob? I mean, you give me press, I give you press. It all works out well. Did you guys see the article Monday in the business section? Bob, that was awesome. I appreciate it very much. I know I'll never get even with Ron Allen, but I'm going to try to get even with you. The Bradenton Herald's taken a tremendous time and effort to put forth in creating a special thank you to the hundreds of chamber members who've given of their time, talent, treasures over the past year and further the chamber's mission. A special photo recognition of our many volunteers will run as a 2-page spread in the Bradenton Herald tomorrow. That would be Friday, February 8th for most of you. You each have a copy as a sneak peek of the 2-page issue that'll be out tomorrow. Thanks, Bob Turner, Jill McGarry, Michelle Slaughter, Kim, and everyone at the Bradenton Herald. Thank you guys very, very much. Our retiring board of directors, and there's a couple that aren't here, so I guess I don't have to come next year again. That's good. Jim Vett, thank you. I'll be here, swear. George Manson, where are you, George? Come on up. Come up front if you will, George. We've got a Cupid doll for you. And Jerry Marler of Malden and Jenkins. Jerry, come on up as well, please. Jerry, we're up here in the front. Right. Follow the light. I'm not throwing that stone. I'll just drink margaritas while Jerry's coming up. Anybody have a margarita at a board meeting this year? Woohoo! Thanks, Mr. Marler. Roll Tide. We were down in Miami for the Restaurant and Lodging Association winter board meeting. It was at the Fontainebleau Hotel. Guess who else was at the Fontainebleau Hotel the 2nd, 3rd, 4th of January this year? Roll Tide. The team stayed there. Oh my gosh. I think if I heard Roll Tide one more time, I was going to turn into a Catholic and pull for Irish. Fortunately, I didn't hear Roll Tide. My mother's Southern Baptist, and she's here right now. Don't make me do it. There you go. The Manatee Chamber of Commerce created an Image Manatee Committee to pay tribute to the members of the business community who have recognized the need for contributing to the beauty and appeal of our community. Quarterly awards are presented to businesses and organizations that exhibited a keen aesthetic consciousness in design, landscaping, and property improvement. From these quarterly award winners, the committee selected one to be honored at our annual award. The Image Manatee Committee is proud to present the 23rd Annual Beautification Award to USF Sarasota Manatee. The USF campus, located at the border of Manatee and Sarasota counties, is an architecturally beautiful facility located in the heart of a culturally rich locale. The lush landscaping found throughout the campus emulate the natural Florida landscape with special emphasis on the common areas. Nestled among towering pines and tropical palms, the setting is reminiscent of the days of old, but with the comforts and cutting-edge technology required by today's students. According to Kimber Briderer, chair of the Image Manatee Committee, the committee selected USF Sarasota Manatee. If you see China on your next check back there. The committee selected USF Manatee as this year's award winner based on preservation of the natural landscape and the attention to detail. Special focus on visual aesthetics and the use of natural surroundings is evident in the beautiful entrance and throughout the entire campus. The image of our community is often integrated based on their visual environment and first impressions. While driving along the county's southern corridor, the indigenous beauty of USF Sarasota Manatee campus is one of the first glimpses visitors and residents encounter and promote as a positive image of Manatee County. Thank you, Dr. Arthur Guilford. We appreciate what you have done for our area. The Chairman's Award, or is that past Chairman's Award? The soon-to-be past Chairman's Award this year. For the past several years, we have taken this opportunity to recognize individuals who have really gone above and beyond, helping the Chamber fulfill its mission to make a greater impact and accomplish our priorities. This year, we'd like to recognize a very special friend and Chamber member with this year's Chamber Award. This person's name will be familiar to all of you, as will the organization he leads. Charles Clapsaddle and Manatee Educational Television So Charles was at the halfway last night with his brother from Washington, D.C., and I was doing my best to avoid him so I wouldn't blurt out what we were doing tonight. So I think I did pretty well. I know I don't need to tell you this, but Charles and Manatee Education Television do so much to educate our community on a wide and varied list of topics. METV is a fantastic supporter of the Chamber. Obviously, they're here tonight filming on a nice Thursday night, and helps us teach an even larger audience with our educational and hot topic forums. And Charles is a tireless leader that makes it all happen. Thank you very, very much, Charles Clapsaddle. I had the fortune of, or misfortune, I'm not sure, of doing a 30-minute METV program about the state of the Chamber with Jackie. And I'm telling you, if it weren't for Jackie and it weren't for Charles, I would have been a blithering idiot on stage. There was one point where I said, Jackie asked me, well, you know, what are the most important things that's happened at the Chamber this year? I said, well, Jackie, it's funny, there's really been two that have happened that have really stood out in my mind. I said, the first one is, and I don't know what it was, and I just said it, and I drew a blank on the second one, so I carried the first one on forever, trying to like, what was the second? What was the second? What was the second? And I'm looking at Jackie like, this deer in the headlight look, and I'm like, crap. See if I can't make something up is really important to be the second one. So, Charles, you're awesome. Nobody could see the sweat coming off of my forehead while I was going through that turmoil. You guys are awesome. Awesome. Awful, awesome. All right. Jackie, you ready? All right. All right. If you'll take a moment to read that before I start my speech. I am known to offend everyone. Anyone. Everyone. It's difficult to believe that a year has passed since I was here on stage accepting the gavel from Jim Vett with the entire Chamber year ahead of me. Those were huge shoes to fill that Jim left me. But thankfully, I had a great team of Chamber members, a great board of directors, and a great staff at the Chamber to help me chart a course for the year in which the Chamber saw growth in terms of membership, member benefits, and new priorities. I remember thinking of how blessed this organization is to have so many dedicated, compassionate, bold leaders involved in this organization over the years. As Bob mentioned, 124 years to be exact. Bob Turner was a mere child at the time. The impact the Chamber had on the community is incalculable, and it has been my honor and privilege to serve as the chairman of the Board of Directors of the Chamber of Commerce this year. The list of significant programs, initiatives, and events undertaken in 2012 would keep us here until tomorrow. Maybe that's why we started at 5 o'clock tonight. That or the need to get here before early bird for Tommy and Jamie to get going on us here at the Polo Grill. Thanks again, Tommy. Each year, the Chamber's program of work is both ambitious and highly relevant to the issues facing each of us. And we couldn't accomplish it without you. So thank you all and everything you've done and given to this Chamber this year. Time has truly flown this year. I remember one of the first announcements I made and delivered as chairman on this stage last year was about Marie's retiring. Marie had served her, where is she? Hi, Marie. Marie had served her organization for more than 22 years, and she said that her time flew by in a flash. I understand that time continuum that she spoke of. It seems like my year at the helm has flown by at the same pace. Thanks again, Marie, for all you did. Well, not really for all you did. Just another reason for throwing a party this year. Every single day, your Chamber's board, committees, volunteers, and staff work diligently to strengthen your business and our community. Think about that for a minute. Your membership dues, critical sponsorship support, and attendance at events like tonight's annual dinner make it possible for the Chamber to work on behalf of you, on behalf of your business, and on behalf of our employees and our community. As we're fond of saying at the Chamber, if not the Chamber, then who? 2012 brought new opportunities and even greater optimism, there's the word, optimism that together we can make Manatee County and our region the very best place to work and play. The accomplishments we achieved over the past year have made and will continue to make a real positive difference to all of us. And we could not have done this without our membership, which was once again recognized as the largest of any chamber in our region. Thank you guys all, and congratulations. By far the greatest asset of this chamber is its members. I'll highlight just a few of the accomplishments you have all helped us achieve, along with some of the highlights that I'm going to treasure from this year. The first place winner of the tractor pull at the county fair this year. I have my ribbon hanging home, and I don't know if you guys know it, but I smoked Danny Moulter's butt that morning. I know it looks like he's ahead, but I came up late at the end. Winning money off of several of you last year that bet I wouldn't turn up in shorts at the annual dinner. I wore shorts to Sarasota Chamber's annual luncheon as well. I know none of you are surprised, but I did get a few different looks from the Sarasota Chamber when I came in. Who the hell is that? And me, being the clothes whore, I couldn't wear the same outfit twice. So I had to come in a tux tonight. They said semi-formal, and that's the way I am for you, Tom. Steve and Nick, thanks so much for inviting us to that annual luncheon, and we appreciate y'all being here today. Very, very much. Glad you could join us. More memories. In this room, we had a Meet the Rays luncheon, where I got to sit right next to Mark Silverman, the Vice President of the Rays. Having ace pitcher Matt Joyce reverse the Q&A session, and instead of answering questions, he asked Nick Zeck a question. Nick, where are you? You're sitting in about the same place you were for the luncheon, weren't you? Let me see if I remember the question, Nick, and you can probably answer again. But at game 162, when the Rays were down 6-0 before they came back to win the pennant, where were you? Something about the Skyway Bridge, I believe. I thought that was priceless having Matt Joyce ask you that question. The next event was Bulls, Blues, and Barbecue with the Sarasota Chamber. Again, thanks, Nick, Sean Merriman, for your regional thinking. Thanks especially to Bob Bartz and Steve Cuellar for reaching out to one another, reaching across University Parkway to help make our two counties one region. Keep that moving forward, Tom and Nick. We're all counting on you too, along with Bob and Steve. It's great to see the synergy that we've created, and I really have to tell you, a lot of it has to do with Pam Truitt, Pam Truitt invited Sean Merriman and I to lunch back when we were both chair-elects. So Pam called us and said, you know, I want you guys to meet. I want you to get together because you're both going to be running the chambers. And she said, where can we meet? Maybe we could meet halfway. Pam, thanks for starting us out on that. Appreciate it. Pam, she's been a great senpai to me, and I appreciate her very, very much. Breakfast with the chairman. Those were fun. North County, East County, South County, the islands, MYPs, and my favorite of all the breakfast with the chairman was with the past chairs. Did I mention I'm going to be a past chair very shortly? There's the gang there, so thank you guys very much. I'm sure it had nothing to do that we had the biggest crowd at the past chairman, that they wanted to make sure that I didn't mess it up, and they needed just to make sure I was not driving the whole chamber into the ditch. But it was great to have everybody there, and I enjoyed it. Speaking of MYPs, the positive input that came from the breakfast meeting, our Manatee Young Professionals program saw an increase in membership of more than 35% this year. Nice job. For a program that's just now 10 years old, and it's kind of a contradiction of terms to call the Manatee Young Professionals old, but a 35% increase in membership is absolutely fantastic. Thank you guys, everyone that's worked hard with the MYPs. Our MYP membership is the future leaders of this community and our businesses. If your young employees are not already members of the MYP, please encourage them to become members. Very important. We had a luncheon with the Transportation Secretary Prasad of Florida DOT. Anyone know what's yellow and sleep 6? DOT truck. No, he didn't tell me that. He told me that most future roads will be toll roads because of all the fuel-efficient vehicles on the road now. They're not buying as much gasoline, which means we're not collecting as much fuel tax, which goes directly to road funds. So it's kind of a catch-22, isn't it? You're not buying as much gas, but now we have to build roads. You're not paying the taxes. So it's very interesting. I never looked at it that way, but it was great just from sitting at lunch with him. And we had lunch at the beautiful Holiday Inn Airport. Speaking of SRQ, do you SRQ? Another great event that we had. I don't know if y'all have seen the commercials, but there's a lot. Moat Marine, Chacho, all of us are involved with that. So please make sure you're using SRQ. The Chamber lobbied in Tallahassee successful on 7 of its top 10 legislative priorities last year, as Jackie stole my thunder and told you earlier. For those familiar with this hectic pace, last-minute filings, and detailed committee process in Tallahassee, that scorecard is quite an accomplishment. Success included an additional $2 million for MTI, helping defeat a proposed increase in unemployment comp rates, and an economic development bill supporting manufacturing. Focused areas in the healthcare arena mean that the Chamber continues to be a key stakeholder addressing these critical challenges. We've checked several priorities off our list. There is still important work to be done. Our community is seeing the benefits of a medical residency program and attracts new doctors to our area and a trauma center that brings critical emergency care much closer to us all. We've been intimately involved with the Manatee Healthcare Alliance in developing a vision for healthcare delivery and access to Manatee County. Hasn't everyone? Lunch with Florida CFO Jeff Atwater. And then another highlight was getting a note from Governor Scott thanking me for my participation at the Port Manatee Birth 12 groundbreaking celebration. I wish I could have been there and heard what my input was, but I do appreciate Bob Bartz and Ed Hunziger sitting in for me that day when I no-showed, no-called. Thank you guys very much. We also traveled to Washington, D.C. this year to lobby on federal priorities, including Medicare reimbursement and beach renourishment. The Chamber tracks bills and intensely communicates with legislators throughout the session on behalf of the business community. Spending 9/11 at the Hinckley Hilton in D.C. is an experience everyone should have. While on our lobbying visits with Neil, Bob, Greg Green, Jennifer and Jim Vett, and Senator Bill Nelson, the Rocket Man himself. You could tell it was an election year by the amount of time Senator Nelson spent with us in his office. Does anyone know the most dangerous part of an Apollo rocket? Senator Nelson was very, very instrumental in letting Jennifer Vett know about that. So if you're not sure, please check with Jennifer. Parts of my speech has been edited. As I said earlier, if not the Chamber, then who? The Chamber also raised the bar again. Not that bar. With our technology efforts, as we continually arrive to find many effective ways to possibly communicate your membership value to you. Social media is providing companies with higher impact exposure, and your chamber is taking advantage of it to promote you. MYP is now using text technology to communicate with its members, and we make sure to give you opportunities to learn more about how technology can help you expand your business, even if technology irritates you beyond words. Speaking of Washington politicians, Representative Buchanan, who was a very gracious host in our delegation when we were in D.C., stopped by our October board meeting and gave us all a very nice civics lesson just in time for the elections. I have copies of the talk if anyone would like a copy or needs a tutorial. My hand still hurts from sending mea culpa letters to our board members from that meeting. He did enjoy the obligatory margarita at the board meeting, though. Cheers, Vern. Many first times for me this year. It started last year with our membership drive. I got to throw out the first pitch at the Marauders game. Thanks very much to Vice Chairman Trevor Gooby for a great membership drive. Now, before any of you guys say a word, because I know Jim Vett already did, I did not wimp out. I did not go in front of the mound to make that throw. I know it looks like it. I started on the back side of the mound because my intent was to throw the first pitch into the mayor's box where all of the chamber members were. It's been about 35 years since I've thrown a baseball. And the distance from the mound to the mayor's box is just out of my range. It was a great time. Not only did the Pirates host us to a wonderful event, they sent us to Pittsburgh for an all-expense-paid trip. We got 3 games of the Pirates. They won 2 out of 3. Awesome. Thank you all from the Pirates. And we also got a great dinner at Sean Murphy's Beach Bistro. Thanks again, Sean. Sean has hosted the winning team for our membership drive every year, and we really appreciate you picking up that tab every year. Thanks, Sean. I'm going to have to sell even more memberships this year because I won't be automatically invited this year. Damn it. Other first this year. My first Blues Brother performance. Nice. Joliet Jake, baby. My first cover of Current Magazine. Thanks, Tom and Donna. Appreciate you including us. My first letter to the editor of the Bradenton Herald, defending or praising an ex officio board member. Actually, my first letter ever about anything. Tells you how much I really get there. My official first portrait photo shoot. We had the Manatee Young Professionals gathering yesterday for the new class, and they all had local government day, and so they were all in the boardroom, That's the portrait that's in the boardroom now for my year as chairman. And they all knew who it was, so I felt very, very good about that. The first current Christmas cover. Thanks to all my elves and our Village People YMCA reenactment. And thanks very much to Mrs. Claus. And my very last Christmas coffee was Santa. Thanks, Santa. That's quite a year, wouldn't you say? Listening to all of that, from all the activity last year, you'd think it would be hard for me to pinpoint the number one event that I got to experience last year, but it's really not that hard at all. To top off an incredibly, incredibly busy and fun year as chairman, the best thing that happened to me during my year as chairman happened on Thanksgiving morning when Amanda Edge said, "I do." One of the people at the house said, "Isn't this just like them? Get everybody else to cook for their wedding?" It was a great morning, and it's obvious that it kind of makes everything else pale. Thanks, baby. I love you. All right, before you all fall asleep, I'm almost at the end. The core of the Manatee Chamber's purpose is to build our member businesses and give companies the tools to grow and thrive. Bob kicked off tonight's program by highlighting some numbers that reflect the impact and importance of the Chamber's work. I'd like to try an experiment if you'll indulge me just a little bit. It's designed to show you how broad the reach of the Chamber is and how many people are engaged to make this the best chamber in the country. Please stand if you have, or if you are, a past chairman of the Manatee Chamber. And please remain standing, if you can. Please stand if you're a platinum member of the Chamber. Please stand if you're a past Small Business of the Year Award winner. If you are a gold or silver member. If you have served on the Chamber's Board of Directors. Please stand if you've had a margarita tumbler from the Anna Maria Oyster Bar. If you're a Leadership Manatee alum. If you're a Better Business Council member. If you're a Manatee Young Professional member. If you serve on any chamber committee to tackle tough issues in our community. If you've attended a chamber seminar to learn something new. If you've attended a chamber networking event to grow your business. If you've used the chamber as a source of information or expertise. And if you've gained a business because of your chamber membership. Come on, Steve, I know you've gained business. Can you stand up, Steve? If you're not standing, you're probably at the wrong dinner tonight. Thank you all very, very much. This is the impact of the Chamber. Our Chamber delivers on two critical fronts, and we strengthen the business community. We work to make sure Manatee County has the best quality of life possible. I've been blessed at the Oyster Bars with a great business, and I get all the credit. The truth is I have a tremendous, hard-working staff of 232 that make me look good. I get a lot of the credit and accolade for their hard work, and I'd like to thank all of them for making me look good. They all really stepped up this year when I was tackling this part-time job I've had as a chair. Similar to the Oyster Bar, the Chamber receives a lot of accolades. I want to take a moment to thank the Chamber staff for their hard work, their long hours, and incomparable dedication to our business and to Manatee County. Neil, Jackie, and Kim, you guys work your butts off for Bob. Thank you very much. I can remember attending these annual dinners in the past, and when they would introduce the staff, I would roll my eyes, get bored out of my skin, probably walk over and freshen up my cocktail and just see how long it was going to last. But after the year I've spent and how hard I've seen them work, I wanted to say thank you myself. And I wanted to acknowledge all of the staff that work for the Chamber. And so my little elves come up. Carrie, Cheryl, and Jana. Karen, and Linzers. Lisa, Marianne, and Michelle. Nicole and Reba. How many of y'all have called the Chamber and talked to Reba? She is awesome. She's bilingual. She speaks 2 languages. She loves when you speak Spanish to her. And also Tim and Tina. Thank you all very much. You guys work hard. You make our chamber awesome. To last year's board of directors, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys worked very, very hard, and I appreciate all the help you did. To my family and my new wife, thank you. And finally, thank you, Bob Bartz. You've rolled with all my antics. I appreciate your support and your unending goal to the chamber. You can relax your sphincter now, because Blues Brother Elwood's taking the gavel. Last year was a great year. This year's only going to be better under the watchful eye of Tom Seguin. Thank you all very, very much. Oh, yeah. Boom, boom. Thanks, brother. Enjoy.
Thank you. Stay with us. Stay with us here.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
Well, listening to John talk about his past year and having heard Bob Beck and Matt Caraway and Chris Jim tell me about their year as chairman, I can't tell you how much I look forward to this. And John, the shoes just keep getting bigger and bigger to fill, and so I only hope that I can do as good a job. Yeah, look at those. Woo-hoo! Yeah, I only hope I can do half as good a job as John's done. So John, on behalf of the entire Manatee Chamber of Commerce, it's my distinct privilege to present you with the Chairman's plaque. John, as you know, the Chamber is always looking for ways to stretch its budget further. So this year, come on, things are a little fragile, you know. So this year it's my privilege, keeping that budget thing in mind, it's my privilege to present you with this very small and inexpensive pewter Manatee pin as a token of our appreciation for your service.
Oh, that is great. Beautiful, thank you.
Nope, all kidding aside, John, it is my privilege to present you with the chairman's pin. And this is a pin that I designed, I don't know, it's probably been 10, 12 years ago. It's a custom 14-karat gold and diamond pin presented to you for your outstanding service to the Manatee Chamber of Commerce while serving as chairman of the board.
Will this fit on my shorts?
Be careful where you put that thing. So please wear that thing with pride. You know, I've made those, as I say, for 10 or 12 years, and I really, really look forward to the day. I thought about making one for myself, but it just wouldn't have been right. It is the chairman's pin. So I look forward to the day when I get to wear one of those pins. So don't leave just yet. On behalf of the chairman's staff, I'm pleased to present you with a scrapbook and framed picture, which will serve as a reminder of your year as chairman of the board.
Oh, my goodness. That is awesome.
That book is so cool. It
Yeah.
is very cool, man. It's got, it's very cool, yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah. We also have a gift for your wife, Amanda, as a thank you for all the support she's given to you in your year as chairman, and to the chamber as an outstanding advocate and raving fan. Amanda, please come up. John, thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate it.
Yep. Okay, at this time, I would like to introduce to you our 2013 Board of Directors. Of course, I'll be taking over from John. Again, big shoes to fill as the chairman. This is our executive committee. We have John Horn, immediate past chairman from the Anna Maria Oyster Bar. Ray Dowling, Florida Power and Light, our chair-elect. Jonathan Fleece with Blaylock Walters, PA, and he's our Vice Chair of Community Development. Todd Pokriwa, Schroeder Manatee Ranch, Vice Chairman, Membership Development. Trudy Moon with Aaron Energy, Vice Chairman, Public Policy. Kevin DeLallo, Manatee Memorial Hospital, our Treasurer. John Rice, Rice's Appliance and TV and Outdoor Power. John represents our Bradenton Area Economic Development Corporation. Thank you, John. And of course, Bob Bart's our president. Our directors this year are Lisa Arrigo Hoban from LA Events. Ben Bacher, HJP Properties, and Maggie Signs. We're excited to have Jennifer Bensey, Manatee County Health Department, joining our board. Rick Bizio, the educated franchisee. Shirley Bryant, City of Palmetto. Carlos Buqueras from the Port. Larry Bussell, Manatee County Government. Rose Carlson, formerly with Bright House and now with St. Stephen's. Welcome back, Rose. We're so happy that you're with us. Karen Carpenter, School Board of Manatee County. Darcy Duncan joining us this year from Duncan Real Estate on the island. David Gaylor, School Board of Manatee County. Ron Getman, staying on, Getman Cruise and Travel. Greg Green from Shin & Company. Arthur Guilford from USF, Sarasota, Manatee. Sharon Hillstrom from the Bradenton Area EDC. Ed Hunziker, Manatee County Government. Susan Lambert Copstead, staying on, Seabreeze International. Thank you, Susan. Stephen Leedy from Tidewell Hospice. Chris Locke staying with us from IMG Academy. Michael Mataloni from Bells. Mike Mears, State College of Florida. Mike, thank you. Sean Murphy from the Beach Bistro. Sean's back. Sean and I were on the board. Oh, it was a long time ago, probably 10 years ago. Sean, welcome back. We're so glad to have you. John Neal, Neal Communities. Donald O'Shea, New College of Florida. Jeff Orenstein, Living on the Suncoast Magazine. Kevin Osborne, SunTrust Bank. Rick Piccolo, Sarasota Bradenton International Airport. So happy to have Rick with us, and Rick is also very involved in the Sarasota Chamber, and we will carry on. John was talking about the regionalism efforts that we've been working on, and I intend to make that one of my major initiatives this year, to work very closely with the Sarasota Chamber on issues that will affect both counties. Wayne Poston, City of Bradenton. Bill Poulton, Tropicana Products. And his lovely wife, Tara Poulton, from the Southwest Florida Water Management District. Now, and I think that is a first. I don't know if we've ever had a husband and wife team on the chamber board before. So, Will Robinson, staying on, Blaylock Walters. Thank you, Will. J.B. Taylor, Folly Bryan Architects. Daryl Turner, Turner Tree and Landscape. Ernie Withers, Mercedes-Benz of Sarasota. And Kim Woods from the Bradenton Herald. Thank you very much to all of our board of directors for 2013 for agreeing to serve. We really look forward to working with you. And I also want to thank again, I want to recognize Steve Cuellar and Nick Gladding from the Sarasota Chamber for joining us tonight. Nick and I, Chairman for the Sarasota Chamber, have been working together to identify initiatives, as I mentioned, that will benefit both Sarasota and Manatee Chambers, and that we can work on jointly for both of our counties. And we really want to establish Sarasota and Manatee as a region. My thoughts are what's good for Sarasota is good for Manatee, and what's good for Manatee is good for Sarasota. So anyway, so glad you could join us tonight. Thank you very much. There's nothing like following a great leader. John, you've been an inspiring chairman who's led with integrity, commitment, and margaritas. In all seriousness, I want to thank you on behalf of the entire membership for your leadership and vision. It's my honor to be your 2013 chairman of the board, following up on a year when your chamber accomplished so much, including maintaining the top spot as the largest chamber in the Tampa Bay area. That's going to be no small task. Each and every one of us has a vested interest in ensuring the continued growth of the Manatee Chamber. There's power, influence, and success in numbers. The talent we have here in this room tonight is unbelievable. It's true. I ask each of you to consider a new way to support the Manatee Chamber in some way this year. If you can, I ask you to consider giving of your time, your expertise, and your financial support. I know that this is a fantastic, focused organization. We're blessed with dedicated, influential leadership, a very experienced staff with literally hundreds of years of combined tenure at our chamber. Together with the board and more than 400 volunteers serving on 25 committees, boards, and task forces, I know that we'll have great success in the coming year. One of my main priorities, again, as your chairman this year, is to help focus the message about how critical the chamber is to the success of your business and to Manatee County as a whole. I believe that sometimes the impact of this chamber can get diluted because of how much information we're bombarded with every day. People who are not members of the Manatee Chamber think that they know what we do because they know what other chambers and business organizations do. But each of us in this room knows that the Manatee Chamber is different. First, we have been recognized by our peers as one of the best chambers in the entire country. Let's give a hand. That's out of more than 7,000 chambers nationwide. Our business practices, organizational structure, and program of work have earned 5-star accreditation. Less than 1% of the chambers in the country have earned this distinction. What that tells us is that the Manatee Chamber delivers an incredible ROI for your membership investment. Secondly, the Manatee Chamber offers more than 100, and yes, that's 100, we've counted them, programs, committees, and member benefits. We're so much more than a networking organization, although we do offer stellar networking opportunities. Just take a look around this room tonight. Every single day, chamber staff and volunteers are dedicated to addressing some of our most critical issues, meeting challenges and creating opportunities. Opportunities designed to help your businesses grow and our communities succeed. As John said, if not the chamber, then who? Who else is dedicated to advocating for your business at City Hall, in county commission chambers, in Tallahassee, and in Washington, D.C.? Who else tracks dozens of business-related bills through the complex, often hectic process in Tallahassee to make sure that the voice of business is heard? Who else will reach more than 5,000 local students this year with programs that get business people into the schools to talk about careers, work ethic, and the importance of financial literacy? Who else is working to bring new ideas in the area of healthcare, transportation, natural resources, workforce development, economic development, education, and leadership development? The list of issues the Chamber engages on is long and broad. Who else represents more than 2,000 businesses and 72,000 employees in our area? It's the Manatee Chamber, and we're going to continue to grow while honing in on the issues that matter most to our members. One way we're going to communicate the value and impact of the Manatee Chamber is through new creative marketing strategies. Just last week, we finalized a new infographic designed to communicate through different online platforms. Up on the screen, you'll see several snapshots of pieces of an infographic that my company sponsored and that Reimar Tirado of Create Inc. created. You'll see these types of graphics shared on social media, blogs, and through other electronic and print media. And I didn't know what an infographic was, and Reimar does a great job, was doing some marketing for us, and he suggested that we do one for our business. And basically, it was described to me as being like a snapshot of what you do from 36,000 feet, where you get all of the information really in a succinct graphic. And so I said, well, we should do one of those for the chamber, and so you'll be seeing a lot more of those types of things. Thank you, Reimar. Yay. Yay. Again, my hope is that we can let the business community know about the huge impact the Manatee Chamber makes as so much more than just a networking organization. We need to get the word out about all the things the Chamber does. We worked diligently to craft our 2013 leadership initiatives at our annual planning retreat. We had input from our committees, task forces, board members, volunteers, staff, community leaders, key resource representatives. Key resource representatives was used to help us with an aggressive plan of work. I'm thinking about, we had help from the Blues Brothers too, you know. Those of you who are there, you know that. So, with an aggressive plan of work that will best serve our members and our community. As a countywide organization with members in every corner of our community, I know that the Manatee Chamber of Commerce will be the leader for business in 2013. Yes, your chamber, by pulling together our entire business community, can make a lasting difference for us all. If not the chamber, then who? You all know that the chamber delivers value for our membership investment from the very first day you become a member. To help new members get engaged even more quickly, we're going to expand our Chamber Friends program to help our new members quickly develop a better understanding of the significant benefits and resources the Chamber gives their benefits. We all know that people do business with people, and the Chamber is the very best organization to help you make those connections. These Chamber Friends, led by Kerry Ward, he's the chairman of the committee, and so we're trying to think of what his title should be. Should it be Big Friend, Best Friend, The Friend? Not sure, but anyway, thanks to Kerry, who is going to, and the committee, who is going to help with member satisfaction to ensure that our members take advantage of the significant benefits of membership. And we'd really love to expand that program. So if any of you are interested or anyone on your staff wants to get involved, you'd like to be a Chamber Friend, please let us know. We'd love to have you be involved. Exposure is also very important to local businesses. We aim to grow investment in our gold and silver levels of membership, and we've added a brand new leadership level of membership designed just for small businesses. That's called our bronze level. All of our Chairman's Circle levels deliver exposure, credibility, marketing prestige, and enhanced benefits to your chamber membership. So I would encourage you to consider stepping up to make this investment in the chamber and your business. It will deliver a great return. Please consider becoming a gold, silver, or bronze member. So we have gold members, we have silver members, and we're looking for some bronze members. So if you're interested, please let anyone at the chamber know. Every program the chamber undertakes aligns with our mission, which is to build a positive business environment while supporting the very best quality of life possible. It's those two attributes, and it's both of those attributes, strong business and fabulous quality life, that will place Manatee County among the best places to live, work, and play. In 2013, healthcare will still be on our list of top leadership initiatives. We're so proud of our role in the creation of the Manatee Healthcare Alliance, which will provide leadership for our community on the myriad of issues affecting healthcare and chart a course for the future. Your chamber will step up our efforts of encouraging business participation in wellness programs and present the inaugural Champions of Healthcare Awards this spring. And Chet Atkins really helped to create that program, and it was kind of modeled after a program that they had in Miami. Chet is moving out of the area, and he was on our board. Jennifer Bensey took his slot on the board, and I want to acknowledge Chet and thank him for his help in creating that program. And I would encourage you to nominate a healthcare professional in one of the categories, including the best physician, nurse, allied health professional, institution, individual of merit, innovation/research, youth volunteer, or lifetime achievement. We're looking into new education and training options for our small business members, ways to help our local businesses take advantage of a highly skilled pool of veterans who are reentering the workforce in large numbers. And we're launching a new CEO roundtable type support system for member business owners. These are big benefits. The CEO roundtable, normally you have to pay for those types of things, and this is something the chamber's going to offer as a benefit. This is where it's like a mentoring group where we're going to have, I believe the number is 10 people from similar sized businesses, business owners that get together on probably a quarterly basis at first to just to brainstorm and share ideas about how they do things in their business and how it can help other businesses. And as I say, that's free to members. It's a huge benefit. These initiatives are the top of the list, but they're by no means our full program of work. So many areas your chamber strives to influence, and it is all on behalf of you, our members. Our priorities are designed to help local businesses and to help our community. We know that together, businesses and residents alike can make a difference, and your chamber is committed to leading the way. I encourage you to get involved by joining one of our many committees, task forces, and volunteer programs. We are truly blessed in this community to have tremendous business leadership. I look forward to working with the Chamber's outstanding board of directors, staff, and volunteers to accomplish the ambitious program of work that we have before us. And at this time, I want to give thanks to the very special people who are going to help me along the way this year. First of all, I want to thank my wife, Donna. Donna's committed to backing me up this year. And she's the reason that I can take on the responsibility as chairman. I know Donna's going to be backing me up. She'll be taking care of things back at the office. And truth be told, everybody would probably rather see her at the office than me anyway. So it's good. And so thank you very much, honey. I love you. It's true. Also, I have to thank my staff. Without them, I wouldn't be standing here in front of you today. And to my family. It's my family that's motivated me through the years to work hard so I could be a good example to my two sons. Tony, who's a firefighter in Citrus County, and who's here tonight with my daughter-in-law, Gina. And our little grandson, Ethan, couldn't be here with us tonight. Shoot, we really don't care if Tony and Gene are here. We just want Ethan here. No. Of course, I'm kidding. And also to my son, Mitchell, and he could not be here with us tonight. But anyway, it's the family, my family, that's motivated me over the years. And finally, I want to thank you, the chamber membership. This is the best chamber in the country, thanks to each and every one of you. And I challenge you to find new ways to support this incredible organization that supports you. Yeah. The chamber. And at this point, I'd like to invite Kim to come to the stage to announce our silent auction winners and the golden ticket winners.
All right.
So,
You'll hold that for a while. Thank you again to all of our silent auction donors. You helped make this another great event for us. So our silent auction winners, or better yet buyers, are the Eat Around Town package goes to Ernie Withers. Take Me Out to the Ball Game goes to Steve Litchauer. Thank you, Steve. The Sail Away package with a basket of goodies goes to Carol Zollner. The Island Weekend Getaway and Dinner at Beach Bistro goes to Larry Bussell. All right. The Cowboy Cookout, a little controversy surrounding this particular package. This one goes to Darcy Duncan. Now, when Mac Caraway heard that Ron Allen was pretty ticked off at Darcy for buying the package outright, Mac kindly, love you, Mac, gave another package. So, Ron, you have one too. All right, A Day of Beauty goes to Carol Probsfeld. All right, The Royal Treatment goes to Stephen Thompson. Train Like the Pros at IMG goes to John Lasivita. Okay, John Horn finds that completely funny. The Up, Up, and Away package, and this comes with a 21-pound, we weighed it, 21-pound basket of chocolate from our friends at Lindt Chocolate. Goes to Phyllis Caraway. And the Ultimate Hockey Experience goes to Jeff Jack. The Play Golf, Relax Your Back, Cooler Temperatures package goes to Joe Garland. And the Staycation package goes to Stephen Thompson. He bought 2 packages. Thank you, Stephen. Checkout will be at the silent auction tables on your way out. Now, Tom, you ready to give away that gorgeous diamond pendant? Thank you to you and Donna again for your generous support. I'll let you draw.
drum roll, drum roll. All right. Yeah, all right. Donna Sequin. No. What does that say? It's is it Gary?
Doug Wagner.
Doug Wagner.
Thank you.
All right. Doug, I think you'll probably have to give that to your wife, or if not, we'll have to get a little bit longer chain for you. I want to give a special thanks tonight to the following companies who, in addition to our sponsors, helped make this evening's festivities possible. Tommy and Jamie Klauber for their outstanding hospitality and supporting sponsorship for the dinner. Charles Clapsaddle and METV for the audio-visual. Charles, you're a champ. Thank you. Whiting Preston and the Manatee Fruit Company for the centerpieces. Daryl Turner, Turner Tree and Landscape, for providing the trees and plants. Thank you, Daryl. Our table sponsors tonight: Anna Maria Oyster Bar, BB&T, Blake Medical Center, Blaylock Walters, Boyd Insurance, C1 Bank, Gateway Bank of Southwest Florida, Hooters Restaurant, Lecom, Lakewood Ranch Medical Center, Malden and Jenkins, Mercedes-Benz of Sarasota, Schrader Manatee Ranch, Suncoast Community Blood Bank, SunTrust Bank, Cisco, Tropicana, Wagner Realty, and Waste Pro. Thank you. I'd like to thank our gold members: Manatee Rural Health Services, Malden and Jenkins CPA, and Suncoast Business Technologies. Thank you. Our silver members: Bank of the Ozarks, Florida Power and Light, Southcom Publishing, State College of Florida, Tampa Bay Lightning, and Waste Pro. Thank you. And thanks to our silent auction donors: Adjust Your Life Chiropractic, Anna Maria Oyster Bar, Beach Bistro, Boutique Out East, Bright House Networks, Canada Med Services / Discount Prescription Services, Crusader Cafe, Demetrios Pizza House, Fia's Cafe, IMG Academy, Lind Chocolate, Matt Carraway and Jason McKendry from SMR Farms, Marie and Mike Pender, Kavanaugh and Company CPA Firm, Michelle Callahan, The Waiting Game, Nick and Vicky Zeck, Alexandra Vacation Villas, the Pittsburgh Pirates / Bradenton Marauders, Tampa Bay Lightning, Tracy Dell, Kathleen D. Sailing Catamaran, and the spa at IMG. Thank you very much. And to Suncoast Gem Lab, to my wife Donna, and she plays such a big part in coming up with the designs for all of the jewelry. She played a big part in the design of that necklace. Thank you, honey. I'd also like to thank the Manatee County officials, cities of Bradenton and Palmetto, the island cities, Lakewood Ranch School Board, and all other governmental entities that the Chamber works with to accomplish its programs of action. Thank you all. Well, we hope that you've enjoyed our 50th annual dinner. 50 years. Amazing. This evening would not have been possible without the generous support and leadership of our event sponsors and our Chairman's Circle members. Thanks to these companies. Finally, I want to thank you, our members and valued volunteers, for making our Chamber the successful organization that it is today. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. And before we adjourn today, please take a moment to determine at your table whose birthday is closest to mine. December 7th, the day that will live on in infamy. That person may take the centerpiece of flowers home with them. Thank you for your membership. It's going to be a great year for our chamber. I look forward to working with all of you. We are adjourned.